Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today I thought it would be really fun to make a 2025 bingo page for my planner. I thought this was such a fun way. I keep seeing it all over social media, and I figured what a great way to use my stickers, because a lot of people have been just making this, on their computer and then printing it out, or just like drawing the boxes, whatever. But I'm like, I have so many stickers at my disposal, but that I think it would just be just as easy to do it that way. So I'm going to use my stickers because I thought, why not? And what another great way to use some things that you might already have. And this is just like a fun way to write down like your goals or things that you're hoping to see happen during this year. So anyway, I have a piece of paper. I have cut it down to Happy Planner size. I am going to do some decoration first. I'm going in with Beautifully Lined. I was just looking for pretty stickers that I wouldn't mind layering on top of, because that is definitely going to happen with this, with how many box stickers I'm going to have to stick on here. But I thought that this would give like a nice background to my page to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to take this giant sticker here and I'm going to focus this over in the corner, right in there. And then I'm going to go in and trim my edges here. I think I'm going to save those. I think we can use those again for another area. So I'm just going to go in and slowly just trim off little pieces. Stick this piece back over here. Ooh, so crooked. Let's not lay that down crooked now. Okay. Oh my goodness. Sticking that one in here. Okay, right there. And then I'm going to title this. So I'm taking out this Alpha Basics from Kelva Plan. I'm going to go in with this, what is this called? This font, with this black font here. And I'm just going to pull out the letters I need for bingo. So I'm pulling these out. I need a G. It's only 5 letters. I should be able to spell this on camera. Should is different from if I actually will be able to. Because spelling is not my strong suit. Okay, I have all of my letters. And then I'm going to pull out my Alpha Basics sticker book that releases tomorrow. Whoop, whoop. And I'm going to go in, I think, with this regular font, because I really want to draw attention to the big numbers. So I'm going to pull out 2 2s, a 0, and then a 5. Go to my 5s, because we're in 2025. And then I just need my 0 in this font. Almost there. There it is. And then pull out this last one. Okie dokie. So we have our 2025. I want this to be like the main part of my title, which is why I'm choosing the bigger numbers. So I'm going to do 2025. Just like so. 2025. And then we have these nice small numbers, or not numbers, these are letters. Duh. So that it says 2025 bingo. And again, being okay with layering on top of those because I'm going to have to. Okay, so I have the main part of this figured out. Again, I'm going to go in with a couple more of the stickers because I'm just at the point of, I know I'm going to end up covering a good majority of the space here, which is fine. Which means I'm going to be layering over these flowers. So I kind of more want them to be basically just like background decoration. That way the page doesn't look boring and undecorated. So that's no fun. And this way it'll just look like a pretty page. I'm actually going to grab this scrap that I have and lay this down here at the bottom as well. I'm kind of just trying to make this page look a lot nicer because this page fell out of the book. So now I'm like, I got to use it. we've got to use it all now because it's not even in the book anymore. So I'm just going in and adding the pieces as I go. Trim another piece. Again, saving that little piece. I'm just going to use it again. This is the side that's getting punched on, so it doesn't need to look perfect over there. And even adding those small pieces isn't going to do a whole lot for it, but at least we can try. Okay, so I am going to go in with my mini vertical rainbow boxes because the classic size would not work for the squares. I want to use squares. I want this to look basically like a regular bingo sheet with 25 boxes on here, and that was not going to work because of that size of classic size. I could only fit like 3 across, maybe 4 if I really squish them, and so I knew that wasn't going to work. So I was like, well, I have mini boxes, so we're going to go in with the mini, and I think I'm going to start by seeing if I can, making sure I can go down the 5 that I need to go, and then going across. And then once I kind of have my down and across, then I can start filling in with the rest of the boxes. So I'm just going to pull colors that are already in here to start building my pages. So I think I'm going to go up as high as I can over here to just figure out where this first start is. So I'm just going to lay that down there. I'm not putting it down all the way yet, and that's not even fully straight. Well, let me straighten that up a little bit. Okay, so I have the first one kind of down. I'm going to see how much I can space them out before, you know, they don't fit very nice anymore. So I'm just going to start grabbing my colors and we're just going to go. So here's the second one. See if this is good enough spacing. We're going to go to the greens. Okay, I feel like we're doing pretty good with this spacing. I almost feel like I could move down if I really wanted to. So that's good to know. Noting, I'm trying to like note all the things. Like, okay, I could do this if I need to. So I'm just going to go in at our last box so we can see where that puts us. Go with the purple. I'm not fully pushing them down yet. I'm just wanting to make sure I can get all of them on here without that way I don't have to pull them up. And once I make sure I get the top and the bottom, or the side and the top figured out space-wise, then I can kind of just go in and fill in. So I'm not really doing any particular pattern, and actually I'm going to have to pull in 2 random colored boxes to kind of make this fully work, but overall I think I have just enough to make it work. So we'll kind of see what happens, but I'm not trying to do any specific pattern. I just want to get them down on paper. So I really feel like I could move it down if I really, really wanted to. Garish. Again, I could scoot that over. I have so much room. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is going to end up being like a little, so I feel like I could scoot it down just a tad. Like, I'm okay with this one kind of getting in this space, and I think I can scoot it over. So I think I'm going to have it start over here, actually. And I think I'm going to end up scooting everything over because it looks like I have enough room. Now, if you really wanted to get technical, you could go through and measure. I'm not going to do that. I don't like measuring. But I am going to go ahead and start laying these ones down because I'm pretty confident I can fit the amount I want to fit in here down at this bottom. So I'm going to make my first official row of boxes here. And then I just have to add my last one to kind of finish that one out. Okay, those look pretty decent. And then, like I said, I do have a couple extra colors I am going to pull in just because I need to. I don't have quite enough for what I need, but I figured one of them could be my free space. And so I think ultimately it'll end up working out pretty well. Okay, well, I only have 2 more out of the pink squares, so I'm just going to pull those out. Then I don't have to go back to that page. I'm going to go to my purple squares, start pulling these out. Then I don't have to go back to this page again. And then I can just stay on my green until I can't anymore. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to keep going. Now we're going to go this way and kind of go work back up to up here, and then I can kind of fix that area once I get up there. Let's go with the lighter purple. Or actually, maybe I should do a pink. No, I'm going to do lighter purple. And I guess I could always pull in black too. That might be better than pulling in like random colors, other colors. Because I do have mini black boxes, which should have some of these squares in there. Okay, maybe we'll do that. We'll do that instead of stressing out about the other ones. So I don't really have any repeats in there. So let's just go ahead and add a black in. I feel like adding black to it will look better than just leaving it hanging. Okay. I think this is going to be the hardest part, is just figuring out this spacing. And then once this spacing is figured out, I think it's going to be a lot easier moving forward. It's just like this initial figuring out the bingo square spacing is the hardest part of this whole thing. Because now that I have that, I literally can just go through and follow what I kind of already have set up for this. So now that's just all I'm going to do. I'm going to start going in. I am going to add in this black to kind of break up some of the colors in here, because I don't have a ton of every single color. So I want to make sure I'm giving enough room for all of those things. This one would be my middle square, so I think I'm going to do that one, that extra color that I wanted to do, just to draw a little bit more attention to it. And there technically is peach in the spread. It's just not, it's just not there on that specific area. We're almost there. I'm like, once you get past that initial just figuring out how you want to space them, it becomes a lot easier after that. Was just that like initial, like, I don't know what to do or where to put things. But once we get past that, it's so much easier. I guess I should put down the other one first. And another one of these greens, and then we'll put the black over here. That way they're kind of separated. Okay, so we have my little bingo square here. Using my mini boxes are a great size, so that's my initial thing. So I might use this for free. I have a bunch of things written down that I'm about to add in here. So I'm going to start filling these in. I'm going to kind of speed through this because it's going to take me a while to write all of them. And I'm just going to kind of spread them out. And some of them I do have duplicates because some things I want to do more than once. But I am going to just go ahead and start filling in my bingo card and starting to write down some of the fun goals, and then just like things that I want to do, go to, all that good stuff. Get those all written down. Alrighty, so I got my bingo card all filled out with just a few things. There's a bunch of random things like I want to watch a Harry Potter marathon, go to the zoo. I've been saying it for years. Me and my husband love getting tattoos. And I have been saying for like I don't even know how long, for at least 3 years, pretty consistently, like, I'm going to start my Disney sleeve. And 2025 is finally the year. Like, it is my turn. My husband just finished a big sleeve on his arm, and I'm like, you are done. It is my turn. And I know he's not going to let that go for very long. So that means I have to this year. And just a bunch of other random things. I did put piercings twice because I didn't get any in 2024, and I'm kind of bummed about it. So that's definitely something. I'm like, I got some making up to do. But just put a bunch of random different things some things that I know that are going to be happening, some things that I'm hoping are going to be happening. But this way I can kind of fill it in. I'm thinking I'll probably either just go in with like a highlighter and mark it off that way, or even just like use like a little sticker, maybe like a bullet point or something. But I think a highlighter is going to be the best because then I'm going to still be able to read what I actually wrote on there. And then instead of a free space, I did end the year with a smile because, maybe I'll have everything. And that one's definitely one that won't be until the end of the year. But at least then towards the end of the year, I could be working towards that goal, especially if all these things, kind of get filled in and I'm trying to complete my bingo. But anyway, I thought this was such a fun idea and I really loved it. And I just wanted to do something fun for my planner. And I think this will be fun to kind of fill out throughout the year. So now all I need to do is stick it in my paper punch it, and then it is ready to go in my planner. But there we go. Using my mini boxes, numeric essentials, which releases tomorrow, and then some other fun stickers in here to create this fun spread. But I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!